everyone, welcome back to another keto dinner and a movie. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for stopping back into another one of my videos. And what we got going on tonight for my keto dinner is 3 thin cut pork chops, and I made homemade creamed spinach. It is 2 ounces of cream cheese and 3 cups of spinach. And look at how it melts down. 3 cups is a lot when you go to eat it as a salad, but when you cook spinach, it cooks all the way down. And the carb count on here would be 2 for the spinach and 2 for the cream cheese. So only 4 carbs total here. And I've got a side of that I made. It's mayo and mustard just mixed together. I'm going to use to dip with my pork chops. So my whole dinner here is only 4 carbs. And I'm just drinking ice water tonight. I figured I would stick with water for the next few nights because on Valentine's Day, I had a cheat day. I actually ate pizza just for dinner. Whenever I cheat, I only cheat 1 meal. So I picked dinner and 1 treat. And I ended up having pizza because I hadn't had like real pizza in so long. I do once in a while make a keto pizza, but I hadn't had real pizza in so long. And then for my treat, I was craving ice cream. I bet you it had been a year and a half since I had had ice cream. So I had a bowl of ice cream at home with Oreo cookies crunched up on it and Heath. So, but you know, I am at my goal weight. So every once in a while I do have a cheat day, and it had been months for me. I think the last one I had was on Christmas, and it was such a tiny cheat. It wasn't, I don't even really consider that a cheat that day. It was so small, but I wasn't feeling that good. That's why. So it's been a while since I actually had, you know, a good cheat day, which would have been Thanksgiving. So it's been a while for me. So I figured I'm going to have fun on Valentine's Day and have a cheat day. So I just, after I do that and on the days that I cheat, I drink water. That's all I drink on those days. And then for days after, I just drink water for like, you know, 5 days in a row. I'll just drink tons of water just to get everything out of me. So, because I did go up a little bit in weight, which is water weight. And I've got most of it off, but I'm still trying to get, you know, all of it off. So I've been drinking a lot of water. So enough about that, right? Let's get dinner going here. I am watching Cinderella, the movie. I love Cinderella. As a child, I used to love watching Cinderella. Again, another one where it's got the sparkly shoes. I know hers are the clear. I love clear heels. I love anything clear. So, of course, when Cinderella came out and she had the clear high heels, that's when I loved anything, you know, for a shoe in a clear. And when I got married, I actually wore clear heels. I did a Cinderella type ball gown. My ball gown was really big and full. It had like 20 layers of tulle. So it was kind of like her dress here, other than mine was white. So, but I love this movie. It's really great. So, don't know much of it I'm going to share. I probably will just play it while I'm eating and just chat with you guys, if that's all right. But if you haven't seen Cinderella, the movie, it's pretty good. The girl that plays the part is really, really, really amazing. So, all right. I've never, ever had cream spinach before. Well, I've never made it homemade. Maybe years ago I ate it before I ever started keto. But I'm going to try it right now. Doesn't that look good? My friend Monica, she eats that cream spinach. So, oh, that's really good. If you're somebody that don't like spinach or you can't get spinach in and you want to eat it because it's so healthy, there's so much magnesium and potassium in spinach. It's a good one to eat. If you can't eat it, try it like that with the cream cheese. I melted the cream cheese down in a pan first, and then I threw 3 cups of spinach in there because it melted down. I mean, you see it melted down to pretty much nothing. So I just put that in after the cream cheese was melted in a pan. Then I threw this in and I cooked it a little longer till the spinach was cooked. And it definitely takes away from the spinach taste. So it's a good way to get your spinach in. It's really good. I like spinach, but I don't really like cooked spinach. I like it cold, like as a salad. Maybe in something like, you know, in eggs or something in the morning when you have like an omelet or whatever, then I would do the spinach or whatever. But I really like it cold, but I don't really like it cooked. But this I do. I really like it like that. Got a little bit of mustard mayo. That's a good pork chop. So total for me, I've had, I want to say 4 or 5 cheat days in over 2 years. It was 2 years for me in the beginning of January. We're already in February. So 4 or 5 cheats in that time isn't bad. And I didn't have my first cheat, if none of you know. I didn't have my first cheat till I was 13 months and had actually lost over 100 pounds. I think it was at like 108 pounds or something I had lost before I actually had my first cheat day. And then from then on I had, a couple of them in between. But once I got to my goal here, every once in a while now I will have a cheat day because, it's not like I have to eat perfect every day. I mean, I eat so good for so long, for months and months, that it's okay for me to have one cheat day if you're tough and strong and I get right back to it. And I always tell myself too on those cheat days that I can only cheat for dinner and a treat, and I have to stop if I haven't had my treat yet. If it's midnight, I cannot eat anymore. After midnight, that's it. I start right back into keto. So if I hadn't ate my treat yet, because sometimes I do my treat in the evening with a movie, and it's past 12, then I can't have it. So I'm very strict on myself. I've done many diets before, and I cheat like every month, like 3 days in a row. So I'm very tough and strong now, and I don't do that. So when I have those little bit of cheats, I don't really kick myself in the butt for it. I did have, it was a thin crust pizza. I can't remember. We went to what was it called? Ronnie's or something? Or I can't remember. But I'd never been there before. And it was a really good pizza. But I only ate 2.5 slices. I couldn't eat a lot. And there was a piece of cheese bread with it too. I had that. And then that night we went to the movie 50 Shades Freed. And I did have a little bit of popcorn there too. Because I haven't ate popcorn in over 2 years. So I thought I'll have a little bit of popcorn. And then that night, like I said, I had a small bowl. It was like maybe 1 cup of ice cream with a couple cookies and a little bit of the Heath crunched up on it, or the Heath pieces. So, but I had a tummy ache after that ice cream. So I don't like to have a lot of cheats. And then the next day, I felt bloated. The next day I was even more bloated, because you do get bloated. Like, it's more like 24 hours later that you start to feel the effects of that you're knocked out of keto. So I can feel that I'm getting back in now. But yeah, like I said, it's the way I do it, and I make sure I always drink water when I'm doing a cheat, just because I want to, try to flush it out as fast as I can. So I don't really, but you can. I mean, if you're cheating, you certainly can have whatever you want to drink, on a cheat day. You can do whatever you want. I mean, my brother will start cheating when he has a cheat day. He'll cheat from midnight that night, which is considered the next day, until midnight the following night. Sometimes he'll cheat a whole weekend. But me, I don't cheat until dinner of that day, the day I'm going to cheat, and I will have a treat, but I stop at midnight. That's it. After midnight, I can't have anything else, and then I stick again for months and months. And again, it's only because I'm at my goal. So everybody deserves a treat once in a while. This pork chop is really good. It's really thin. I like the thicker ones too, especially with the bone in it. But these thin ones, if you cook them right, they get crispy and they're tender on the inside. I love them. So good. I'm so sad, Cinderella. I know it's just a movie, but sad how mean her stepmother was to her, and that she had to deal with that, and her mother and father passed, and so she just, got so much, or was treated so badly. But her fairy godmother came in, and she got to go meet her prince, and you know what? Doesn't matter what happens in your life, karma always comes around to bite you in the butt. And because she was a good girl, karma can be good, bad or good. And her karma was she got the prince. Not only did she get a wonderful life, but she got to marry the prince, the king, actually. Well, after his father passed, and he was the king, but she got to marry her Prince Charming. And she didn't expect any of that. She would have lived poorly. That didn't matter to her. So that. I didn't know how I was going to feel about this because, like I said, I don't like cooked spinach, but I do like this. It's so creamy. And like I said, it's just 2 ounces of cream cheese. So that's only 2 carbs for that. And then the spinach is 3 carbs for 3 cups. But you got to take 1 off for the fiber, so it's only 2 carbs in. It's really low carb for spinach, and so good for you. So if you can't do it this way and you don't like it cooked, then eat it cold as a salad if you can. But this way, you can get so much more in because it cooks down to nothing. Because I wouldn't be able to eat 3 cups of spinach as a salad. No, I wouldn't be able to eat it. It'd be too much food. But when it's cooked down like this, it's, it's easier to eat. So, and it's important on this diet that we do to get our greens in. And it's important that we get our potassium and magnesium because it's a diuretic diet. So we want to make sure that we keep our potassium levels up. And avocado is pretty high in potassium. And spinach is really high in potassium. Those are 2 of them that are pretty high. A lot of people will say, well, you don't eat bananas, and bananas are so high. Bananas are not high. Bananas are actually only, I think, 70 for 1 banana. And for an avocado, it's 300 milligrams for 1 avocado. And spinach is pretty high, too. Higher than a banana. And I like that spinach has the magnesium in it, too. So, none of us ever get enough magnesium. I thought about doing this because of Monica, because she eats that cream spinach. And I thought, hey, I'm going to do that. Plus, I've never done a mukbang on pork chops and cream spinach for a keto meal. I've never done it, so I thought I'd do something different for you guys. And like I said, it was so easy. I mean, this meal, I didn't even have to show you, how to make it because it's just fried up pork chops and a little bit of olive oil. There's your good fat. And then my spinach with my 2 ounces of cream cheese. Just melt the cream cheese down and then put your spinach in and continue cooking it. Continue mixing it. It cooks pretty fast. So I haven't even asked. I feel bad. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Hope you're enjoying your evening. It is Sunday evening for me. So when you get this, you guys don't get it until next Friday. Because I already got a keto mukbang loaded for this week coming up. So I got, my set of nails, my outfit, and then my mukbang. So I always get ahead of myself. That way I don't have to worry that I won't have videos to load because, through that hard time that I was going through, I was glad I had those videos loaded because I didn't want to make videos during that time that it was the hardest point for me. But I am doing better, so thank you all for your love and support. By the time you guys see this video, I'll already know my results, but I went and had my heart looked at again, and I'm really hoping the results come back good. It's been a year since I had it done, a little over a year, and the doctor just wanted to make sure with the low amount I'm on now because I'm not on very strong meds anymore because of losing all this weight. I want to make sure the heart is still pumping good and everything, so I should have my results tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Monday or Tuesday. So I'm hoping, praying, crossing my fingers, praying to God that my results are good. I always get nervous to do those tests or whatever, and with the stress I've been under, I put a lot of stress on my heart. So I'm really hoping there's been a lot of stress on my heart. I hope that everything is good. I 100% trust the Lord. So, and I've done a lot of praying, a lot of people praying for me. This is just pieces of the fat. I don't like the fat. So I cut that part off. I'm already getting so full. going to try to get most of this spinach in at least. I'm getting so full. I thought I could eat 3 pork chops, but because they're so thin and little, I don't know, I'm full. So I'll probably eat more a little bit later, but right now I'm going to stop because I'm full and I hate overeating because then I just feel uncomfortable. So, but I'll keep it rolling for a little bit and I'll show you a little bit of the movie, okay? Hey everyone, so this part I'm going to show you here is a sad part. This is where she finds out that her father passed, and you all know, if you've seen the movie in the beginning, she had lost her mother. That's why she has a stepmother. Now she finds out her father passed, and I'll let you guys see this part.
Parmesan? Miss Ella, it's your father, miss. He took ill on the road. He's passed on, miss. He's gone. To the end, he spoke only of you, miss. And your mother. I was to give you this.
That part is so sad. And he hands her a twig because her father worked like for months on end, and then he would come back, and he had left, and obviously you've seen there that he passed. And she said, before he left, he said, "What can I bring back for you?" And she said, "I wanted the first twig that brushes against your shoulder." And he said, "That's a, you know, a strange and odd request." And she says, "Well, that means that if you bring that back, that means it's, you know, you come back with it, and that's what I truly want." So she was such a wonderful girl, a heart made of pure gold. Let's keep going. As she holds the twig that brushed his shoulder, and know that her father's gone now too. How sad. She was such a good girl too. She didn't deserve to go through that. I think it's so sad. It's always the good people that get hurt. That's what it seems like. Sorry, there's a light on her face. Aw. Poor Cinderella. Here you will see she meets the prince for the first time, but does not know that he is the prince. Right here you'll see this, and he's so good to her. He loves her immediately.
I'm all right, but you've nearly frightened the life out of him.
Even though he's supposed to marry a princess.
Stag, what's he ever done to you that you should chase him about?
But it's easy to love a good girl.
I've never met him before. He is a friend of yours.
An acquaintance. We met just now. I looked into his eyes and he looked into mine, and I just felt he had a great deal left to do with his life.
Now here's the part where they get to go to the party to meet the prince because he wants to find out who that girl is because he's in love with her. And Cinderella was told she had to do all these chores and everything before she could go. She couldn't even get a dress. And then she comes down, she got everything done, made a dress that was her mother's, fixed it up to look good. And it's so sad what happens here. Her stepmother doesn't let her go. The stepdaughters and everything, or stepsisters, I mean, are just so mean to her. I'll show you that part here.
Cinderella?
It cost you nothing. It was my mother's old dress, you see, and I took it up myself.
Ooh la! Cinderella at the ball. No one wants a servant for a bride.
After all I've done.
I don't want to ruin anything. I don't even want to meet the prince.
Oh, and you won't. Because there's no question if you're going.
But all of the maidens of the land are invited by order of the king.
It is the king I am thinking of.
And now as they drive away, she cries because she doesn't get to go. I'll show you. But she meets her fairy godmother. Such a good girl, and people hurt her so bad. But she wins in the end.
I'm sorry, Mother. I'm sorry.
And now the fairy godmother puts a beautiful gown on her and some beautiful shoes. I'm going to show you the shoe part. That's my favorite part. First, you got to see the beautiful dress. This was an amazing dress they did in this movie. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now the shoes.
Look, it's the best you have.
My favorite
It's all
part.
right, no one will see them.
No, it's not ruin the whole look. Quick, quick. Take them off. Yes, really quite hideous. Let's have something new for a change. I'm rather good at shoes.
Oh, look at those glass slippers. Beautiful.
Made of glass.
And now she meets the prince and gets to dance with him. Love at first sight. Now she realizes he's the prince. Now they're trying to find her. She ran away because it was past midnight and they found that glass slipper. Let's check it out. Now everything goes back to normal because it's past midnight, but her fairy godmother lets her keep that one glass slipper. Let's see this. Oh, that slipper's beautiful. Look at, she was so appreciative of just that one night. Now here the king is trying to find that girl, and this is what he does.
Be certain, I am king. I say we shall seek out the mystery princess. Even if she does not want to be found, I have to see her again.
If she's not found, and for the good of the kingdom, you must marry the Princess Shalina. For the good of the kingdom.
So he's going to go and have that shoe tried on every maiden out there till he finds the one that fits the glass slipper.
Beautiful slipper will fit, but if it does, will you take me as I am? An honest country girl who loves you.
Of course I will. But only if you will take me as I am. An apprentice still learning his trade. Please.
As he slips on the glass slipper, he finds his princess. Look at that shoe. Two beautiful souls in love.
They would have loved each other.
Here's the
We
end.
must have a portrait of you painted.
Oh no, I do hate myself in paintings.
Be kind,
And have courage.
and all will be well.
Are you ready?
For anything, so long as it's with you.
Aww. So that's the end of my keto mukbang and my movie, Cinderella. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I would show you more clips, but you know, YouTube doesn't really like a lot of that stuff. But definitely if you haven't seen the movie, get it. It's really good. If you're a Cinderella fan, you'll love the movie. So I hope you guys enjoyed the mukbang, and I hope you also try that out too. Thank you guys again for all your love and support. Have a great evening. God bless and take care.